Good morning, ma'am. My name is Richard Pilaso. We are the Group 3. So, our topic for today is all about evaluating of internal environment. In introduction, in evaluating the internal environment is a long process from strategic management because of the many companies are competitive of their product. So, there's a way and unique and different for other companies for using this segment. Number one is managing firm resources. Managing firm resources refers to the process of efficiently and effectively overseeing and allocating the various asset capabilities and capital within a company to achieve its strategic goals and objectives. Can we say managing firm resources, guys? Sa word pa lang na firm resources o matatag na resources, ito ay saklaw ng matalinong paggamit sa human resources, physical assets at intangible assets gaya ng intellectual property at technology. Example nito is Apple. Bakit napakamahal ng Apple pero tinatangkilik pa rin ng tao? Dahil po ito sa may unique siyang iOS na siya lang po bukod-tangi sa Apple. So kahit mahal siya, tinatangkilik pa rin siya. So that is managing of firm resources.
Let's proceed to the resource-based view. Resource-based view is a theoretical framework in strategic management that emphasizes the significance of a firm's internal resources and capabilities in gaining and sustaining competitive advantage. It suggests that a company's unique bundle of resources, including tangible and intangible assets, skills, and knowledge, are the primary drivers of its competitive strength. According to the RBV, firms can achieve superior performance and long-term success by leveraging and deploying their distinctive resources in a way that is difficult for competitors to replicate or imitate. So, resource-based view ay isang managerial framework na ginagamit para matukoy ang mga strategic resources na maaaring samantalahin ng ibang kumpanya para makamit ang sustainable competitive advantage. So, for example, sa industry ng manufacturer, may isang kumpanya na may kausayan sa paggamit ng mga kabagong gamitan at teknolohiya sa kanilang production. Siyempre, sila ay may advanced na machine at system na magpo-produce ng mga product upang mapabilis ang production nila at mas mababa ang expenses kaysa sa ibang kumpanya. So, ang kanilang natatanging mapagkukunan na ito ay nagbibigay sa kanila ng kompetitibong kapakinabangan sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng mataas na kalidad at mas mababang presyo sa kanilang mga produkto kaysa sa ibang mga kumpanya. Then next, resources and capability. The tangibility of a firm's resources is an important consideration within resource-based theory. Ito naman po ay mapagkukunan na madaling makita, mahawakan at nasusukat. Mga pisikal na pag-aari tulad ng isang kumpanyang ari-arian, halaman at kagamitan na tinuturing nating tangible, gayon din ang pera. Then, intangible. Resources are quite difficult to see, to touch, or to quantify. Kabilang sa mga hindi intangible, halimbawa ang mga kaalaman at kasanayan ng mga empleyado at kultura ng kumpanya. In a nod to Southwest Airlines' outstanding reputation, the firm ranks 8 in Fortune magazine's 2018 list of the world's most admired companies. A dynamic possibility exists when a firm is skilled at continually updating its array of capabilities to keep pace with change in its environment. Ang Coca-Cola ay isang halimbawa na may kakaibang kakayahan sa pagbuo ng mga bagong tatak at produkto bilang isang umuunlad na merkado. Not surprisingly, this firm ranks among the top 12 in Fortune's World Most Admired Companies for 2020. The next, VRIO, the four characteristics of strategic resources. The VRIO framework is a strategic management tool that assesses the competitive potential of strategic resources. It identifies four key characteristics: value for V, rarity for R, inimitability for I, and organization for O. So, ang valuable ay mahalaga para sa isang mapagkukunan upang mabigyan ng isang mapagkumpitesyang kalamangan. Then, when we say rare, ito ay unique, natatangi, ganun, na nagpapahirap sa mga kakompetensya ng isang kumpanya na hindi sila magaya. Then, inimitability ensure the resources sustainability while organization is crucial for effective resources utilization. Ang mapagkukunang nakatugon sa lahat ng apat na pamantayan ay tinuturing na mahalaga, bihira, walang katulad at organisado na nagbibigay daan sa isang kumpanya na malampasan ang pagganap ng mga kompetensya at makamit ang pangmatagalang tagumpay. Resource-based theory suggests that strategic resources provide organization with a golden opportunity to develop competitive advantages over rivals. These advantages can help the organization enjoy strong profits. Strategic resources are valuable, rare, difficult to imitate, and organized to capture value. Southwest Airlines culture, legendary rags to riches story is an example of resource that can be difficult to duplicate due to its unique history. Competitors struggle to duplicate resources that are difficult to imitate, but Southwest culture has evolved over time and it's organized to capture value. This culture leads to employee treatedness towards customers, creating customers' loyalty, which is why many passengers choose Southwest over other airlines. To use the resource-based view, evaluate a firm's resources and capabilities using the VRIO framework decision tree.
I will discuss it's all about intellectual property. Intellectual property rights are legal rights that protect creations of the mind or intellect, such as inventions, literary and artistic works, design, symbols, names, and images used in commerce. What we have here is another enumeration, but this definition lays down the foundation. Intellectual property is an intangible property, meaning it is not something that we can see, touch, taste, or feel. The identity and value of this intangible property is based on idea or set of idea. Intellectual property rights include the patents, copyright, trademarks, trade secrets, and industrial design rights. There are the 5 types of intellectual property. The first is patents. Patents, legal protections guaranteed to inventors, providing exclusive right to use and profit from their inventions for a limited period. A patent is not exclusive right guaranteed for invention, provides a patent owner with the right to decide how or whether the invention can be used by others. Patents cover think like inventions, new process, new machines, and new ways of manufacturing. The second is trademark. Distinctive sign, symbol, or expression used to identify and distinguish goods or service from those of other companies. Guarantee exclusive right to the owner. One enterprise from those of other enterprise using a trademark. Cover unique. Branding and identifiers like business name, logos, slogan, mascot, and more. The third is copyright. Legal protections that safeguard original works of authorship such as literary, artistic, and musical creation for being copied, distributed, or reproduced without permission. This used to describe the right guaranteed to author or to the creator of a work. What can be protected using copyright? Here are some examples. In visual work such painting, poster, advertising, another sound recording, and musical computation violating of the copyright will lead to copyright infringement. Is the illegal use to someone else copyrighted work. The fourth is trade secret. Confidential business information as are formulas, practices, processes, designs, and complications that provide a competitive advantage and are kept secret to maintain an edge in the market. A trade secret is company's process or practice that is not public information, which provide as economic benefits or advantage to the company or holder of the trade secret. Trade secret must be effectively protected by company, are typically the result of company research and the development, which is why some employees require the signing of no disclosure agreement. Example of the trade secrets could be the design, pattern, recipe, formula, or proprietary process. Trade secrets are used to create business model that differentiates that companies offering to its customer by providing a competitive advantage. The lastly is industrial design rights. Protect the visual design of objects that are not purely utilitarian, providing exclusive right to use and prevent unauthorized use of the design. The next topic is isolating mechanism. The goals of a firm is to have sustained competitive advantage bring by the resource of capability of the firm provides a competitive edge for a long time. The length of time its first can maintain a sustained competitive advantage depends on the industry. When we say is isolating, what does it means? It is not process of the separating or pagbubukod. Mechanism can be simply defined as a system. Kapag pinagsama sa Tagalog ito ay sistemang pagbubukod. How do we apply? It is the company. So, ganito yon. Sa sobrang bilis ng pagbabago ng mga trends, taste, and reference ng mga tao, napakahirap sa isang business na i-maintain ang competitive advantage nila. Sa mga competitors, lalo na sa mga fashion and technological firm, dahil mabilis makikip up ng mga competitive firms kung ano yung magagawa ng mga kapareho nila. Much more do you them satisfactory sa mga ganitong tipo ng industry na mini-maintain yung competitive advantage nila for a year. May hirap talaga dahil halos lahat na nagtitake ng risk to accept the challenge of change and innovation. If a firm can prevent a competitor from imitating a resource of capability that gives it a competitive advantage. It is able to sustain that advantage longer. This is strategy. It's called isolating mechanism. So, factor, for example, is a legal way to prevent imitation. It gives the sole right to exclude the either from making, using, outstanding, and innovation for a designated period. In that way, na minimaintain ng pioneer o na naunang nagpo-produce ng kanyang product or service from being the only dealer. Now, let us talk about the other types of isolating mechanism. The first is social complicity. The interrelationship within a firm along with relationships with or across a business process can be difficult to imitate. Diba? Minsan ang hirap gayahin ng isang company kahit na marami na silang kaparehas na seller. Sa industry is kung paano sila mag-ooperate o mag-text test na ginagawa nilang of their operation. This social complicity creates a barrier to imitation, can be prolonged and prolong a competitive advantage possessed by organization. This puts you in the strong advantage dahil ikaw lang ang mayroon ng relationship na iyon. At ikaw lang ang makakabuo ng business transaction. For example, isa particular group of a customer and they promote you and other society. Social complicity may arise through certain customer relationships or with key political figures provided they can help the firm's competitive position. For example, if the owner can have a direct relationship sa isang tao na mataas ang position sa lugar, they can make direct recommendation para sa iyo which is will happily further your advantage compared sa mga competitors mo. So, basically, ang point ng social complicity, kung ang kanina, yung patents is giving you the rightful ownership, which is means someone can imitate. Dito naman, even without that since we are talking about people relationship, may hirapan yung mga competitors mo na magaya or magamit yung strategy na meron kayo. And this is what keep isolated. The second is path depends. The path that is firm takes over time to achieve the point of a competitive advantage may also provide a barrier to imitation. Decision made in the past that brought a firm to its current position make it very difficult for other firms to imitate it. The accumulated learning and experience gained along the historical path are not easily duplicated. Kagaya sa tao, hirap tayo i-updo yung ginawa ng tao, ng kapwa natin. Ganon din pala yung sa business. May hirapan tayo i-absolve kung ano yung naging contribution nila and how they made historical success. Minsan, kapag masyadong inspirational and moving, naging daan sila na for being established firms. Na may hirapan ang rising competitors para i-beat man lang nila ang integrity which was built for a long time. It will create a strong wall behind the competition. This path depends can serve as isolating mechanism to block competitors from gaining the same position in the market. For example, if you know Warby Parker, he owned one of the largest company that offer high quality eyeglasses, sunglasses, contacts, and eye exam and managed to generate a revenue of millions of dollars. So, imagine that now story is made the decision early. It is development to build a relationship with a variety of supplies and to use to buy one give one strategy, where the pain of glasses is the given away to someone they needed for every afraid of. Because of that, dahil tumatak ito noon sa mga customer, even if meron pang ibang gumagaya, may hirapan sila na makuha yung insane intensity ng generate ng strategy na ginagamit niya. At dahil mas magiging magastos na at mahihirapan ang attention, mahihirapan makuha ang attention nito. The lastly is causal ambiguity. The third isolating mechanism, causal ambiguity. It means the reason of achieving the competitive advantage, it is not apparent. The cost for a success of use not understood well.
Lastly of our report is value chain. What is value chain? Value chain refers to a sequence of activities that companies undertake to design, produce, market, deliver, and support its products or services. There are two activities of a value chain. Number one is primary activities. Primary activities involves the creation and distributes of goods and services. Number two is super activities. Super activities are important to supplementary aids to primary activities. So, what is primary activities? Ano ba nakapaloob sa primary activities? Number one is inbound logistics. Inbound logistics is refers of raw materials to our product from suppliers. Next is operation. Siyempre, operations of our product to produce. Next is outbound logistics. Outbound logistics refers of deliver of a finished product. Our finished product to consumers. Next is market and sales. Siyempre, ma-market natin and sales our product to our consumers. Next is services. Services is refers to our service. Kung paano natin i-service ang ating product to our consumers. The next is support activities. The number one of support activities is firm structures. Firm structure means matatag na structure sa ating product. Gaya ng mga quality na product na gagawin natin, gaya ng gagawa tayo ng masarap na ulam. Kailangan masarap talaga na tatakilikin palagi ng mga consumers natin. Next is human resources. The human resources refers of our employment. Siyempre, magtatalaga tayo ng mas ako na tao sa ating produkto, kaya ng mga kung sa donut, siyempre yung mga bakers, mga ganun. Next is technology development. Siyempre, about sa technology development is to produce a quality product to our company. This is procurement. Procurement means pagkuha ng mga investors or other positive consumers of our product. And that's all for our report for today. Thank you.